Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So as usual, starting off with Euro USD, and it is really starting to look like we have a trend reversal. So the trend has been down since the beginning of March, so the whole of March the trend was down, and it's starting to look like we are having some sort of a reversal. So you can see rounding bottom starting to form, or also it could be an inverse head and shoulders. So here's a shoulder, here's a head. Need a little bit of a pullback to test the breakout, form a shoulder, and then we should be on our way. So for me on the hour, you can see pretty much bouncing around here. We had some really good data come out of Germany yesterday, and that's what basically strengthened the euro. So that's what this is here. And we have broken through. Just going to fine tune this now because that's our level we'd like to see a pullback onto. It does look like a bit of a flag, so I'm looking for structure and looking for pullback. First area of pullback, which would be good for a long, is 119.200, and that's what I'll be waiting for. Not looking to be long up here, waiting for a pullback here, get some retests of this level, and then that would get me long. Moving on to US dollar, Japanese yen. So as I said yesterday, we're in this channel, and it did look, it was 50-50 call whether the channel is going to continue, or alternatively we're going to create a flag to the upside. So remember, with the situation that you see now, this is leaning towards dollar weakness. In other words, dollar is falling against the yen. So we've broken through this level here, and there probably will be a level down here, but it's not something that I am going to be too excited about. Yeah, no, there's nothing really. I think that's further down. That's over there. So that's a level there where I would expect some support, and you can see it lines up with the 155 EMA as well. So for me at the moment, it is looking like a trend reversal as well, even though we are in a flag. So I don't expect us to just drop to the bottom. I expect us to sort of probably broaden the channel and just start moving in this channel. That's kind of the playbook that I see at the moment. So in saying that, what am I looking for? I'm looking for retests of structure breaks. So there are two on offer at the moment. One is right here at the gap. So we have gap down this morning, and look at my oscillators. Okay, so gap, but a stronger one for me would be in this area of 109.306. So pull back to the gap, and the gap is sitting at 109.028. See what's happening during the European session. If we start rejecting that on the 15-minute, good opportunity to be short because you've got a really tight stop area just above this 109.076. Alternatively, if it gets through that or breaks above this fractal, then I'll be waiting a little bit higher up. Not even bothered with the rest of these tails. I'm waiting for something up here at 109.306. So that's kind of my playbook there. And if we move across to British pound, Japanese yen, similar situation here. So we've been in this upward trend pretty much all year, and now we've got this volatility coming into this pair. Tails to the upside, tails to the downside. That to me is barbed wire. So there are buys at the bottom, there are sellers at the top, and we're kind of in a range. It is a danger sign as well to stay away from it. You can see we are sideways. The trend is down on the hour, and we are maintaining that trend. So you can see we've had a rejection there, and we've had a break here. Now what I'd be interested in is to see whether we can get below. So we've gapped down. I expect this gap to close. I don't see another opportunity here, but teach you a little trick here. This is a range, so just put a Fibonacci in, look for the 50% of the range. There it is there. Okay, you can see what I've done, just pull Fibonacci from the bottom of the range to the top of the range. And let me just, I just want to delete the Fibonacci now. Okay, so there's my 50% of the range. Look to the left, look what's happened. You can see the interaction with that level. So that would be a good area to sell off. So 150.348 with a stop above the top of the range. So I'm going to treat this as a break of the range at the moment. It is a gap down after hours in the Asian session, but we pull back into the middle of the range. Good opportunity to be looking for shorts with a stop above the top of the range. But I do believe that this is potentially turning out to be a trend reversal. So I think it's worth the risk. you'll probably find if you can do that for a couple of days, and then it really gets going, when you'll have a new trend to follow. Lastly, Euro, British Pound. So similar situation. You know, we've been in a downtrend most of the year, and we've had a pretty strong break last week, and we've been flirting with this level most of the week. So that 0.86449, that was a previous breakout, and you can see it really now looking like it's holding, especially with this green bar. We've got a crossover, which is a bullish cross, and we're above the 155. So I would expect us to move down and test the 155 sometime, but that could be in the next couple of weeks rather than this week. So for me, similar kind of situation here, except we have this top here, which I think is more applicable. So let me just move this level up. Pretty clear cut where you want to be buying off on this pair. It's either on 0.86800 or it is 0.86719. Now there will be one more a little bit further down, and you look to the left, you can see there it rejected it, kind of rejection there, and then a lot of interaction with it here. So the third possible level would be 0.86609. With any of those levels that you see price action actually doing something, your stop is below the low of yesterday. So that would be below the bottom of the range. Now, just bear one thing in mind, that's a range. So strong move up into a range, your measured move is pretty much from the bottom here to the top of the range, and you measure it from the bottom of the range there. So you have a couple of levels that you're aiming for. First level is this one here, okay, and that is 0.87456, and then you have a longer term range of 0.88437. So some very interesting opportunities here as well. Okay, but that's it for me this morning. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later on. Cheers for now.